Now, I know you have a program over the weekend, but before we even talk about the program, I want to find out from you, Esther. For those of you watching, Esther is a colleague here. I didn't know she's a
She
choir
sings.
member. Like I didn't know she sings.
I know. As for me, I know she sings. She has a very good voice, a very lovely one.
Surprise, surprise.
But tell us, I mean, the new song choir is of the Pentecost Church, the Odoko branch to be precise. Esther, how did you join Pentecost Church?
Oh, I was born into it. Both of my parents are Pentecost members, Pentecost leaders for that matter. So I was born into it, and music too it's a family thing. So, I mean, when I was of age, I decided to join a choir, and I didn't join any other choir than the new song.
The new song choir.
Yeah.
And Eunice, to you as well, how long have you been with the Pentecost Church?
Same thing. I was also born into it.
I'm guessing you were also born in it.
Relatively.
Okay, that's interesting. But let's talk about Kara.
Right.
And I know Kara is 10 years now, if I'm correct.
Right.
Let me start with you. Tell us more about Kara. How did it all come about? The genesis of Kara.
Well, I mean, so the choir itself is 11 years. But then the choir, just like every other church choir, is more like they started the church and then the choir came. So then there was a need for them to have an annual concert, right? So then, yeah, that's where, but initially it was Altar of Worship. It was Altar of Worship. That was the name for the annual concert until 2 years ago, where there was a need for the rebranding. So then hence Kara, which means Lord we bow. So yeah, it's from the Greek connotation, Lord we bow. So yeah, but I mean, yes, it has been like that.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eunice, what's your splendid memory of Kara? I mean, 10 years.
So I'm a newbie. I've been in the choir for just a year.
Okay.
So my first my first choir was last year. That was like just when I had joined the choir. And it was a good time in God's presence. It was an amazing program, and I must say that it's a blessing. It was a blessing. And this year is like, expect God to move on the 20th at the National Theatre.
Getting excited for it. Now, Esther, there's this rebranding of Kara. Tell us more about it.
Well, so the rebranding happened last year. Our leaders felt like beginning program up to around 8 years. There's a new leader. Initially, the name of the choir wasn't even the new Voices of Triumph.
Okay, so I guess we'll sort that out with Esther there. But you're still watching Entertainment Review here on Metro Television. We are live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana. We're talking about this event, Kara. And let me just get back to you and ask that we see a lot of gospel events. Is it that every church has to do some events, or you're also just trying to add up to it, or what really do you want the impact to be of this particular one?
All right, so like I said, it's been a journey. The choir itself is 11, and then we've done this for 10 years now. So we feel like God has been good. We feel like God has been merciful. We feel like God has really been gracious unto us as a choir, as a family, and even the whole of the church. So this year, we're looking at the masses, Ghanaians joining us at large, not just the Church of Pentecost people, but the whole of Ghana joining us this year at the National Theatre, as we say thank you to God. For his mercies, for his goodness, for how wonderful he has been as a father to us. So then that's the main motive of it. And then alongside the church's main possessing the nation's agenda, we feel like if we open up our doors and then we go wide, we can, draw people closer to God. Because the Bible even says that if I be lifted up high, I'll draw unto myself all men. So that's, what we're looking out for this year with our car. Yeah.
And how has the support been from Ghanaians in terms of being with you for 11 years?
Yeah. Well, Okay, so I'd say it's a church choir, you know, unlike some of these non-denominational choirs, which has more like everybody coming in. We're under an umbrella, PRWC or the core specifically. So then majority of our funds come from the church.
Okay.
Yeah, and then initially the event has been going on for the past 9 years in our church.
Oh, in
so
the
then,
church?
Yeah, in the church. So what happens is we the members, right, we contribute, majority of the funds that come in come from the church and from the members, yeah, which has, like, I'd say has been our biggest hurdle so far.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure this year it's different because I can tell that there's some few sponsors
On board.
Yes. Esther is shaking her head. Tell us about the sponsors this time around.
Okay, so we have FEDEMS Group, FEDEMS Consults coming on board. We have Boomplay. We have Axis Drone Surveys. We have Cornerstone. I mean, a number of them are coming on board this year because we're 10 years. So most of these brands want to associate and help us build something solid, like something that will be like a mark for our 10 years, you know.
Okay,
That's
so-
not easy, talking 10 years as a choir.
10 years.
Yeah.
Eunice, tell us about the activities for this year's Kara.
Okay, so we, aside as having the program, there's going to be a kids haven where everyone that has children and wants to come along with them, they have a place where they'll entertain their kids. So if you are worried that, oh, maybe your children will be home, you wouldn't have anybody to look after them, then there's a space where all these children can gather and then they are sorted out. Also, we have a wide range of seasoned artists that are joining us to help Kara this year to praise the name of God.
Okay, so let's just get into the details for this year. You've already touched on some of the people who are coming on. Let's get to the dates, the names, the invited guests, and all that.
Right, so this year, the program is on Sunday, 20th of November.
Oh, just the Sunday.
Yeah, this
Okay.
Sunday. Happening at the National Theatre. I mean, that's a big venue because we want everybody to come on board. And we have artists, we have our major artists, 4 major artists, as you saw on the flyer. We have Elder Mreku coming. We have PAC Esther. I mean, the reigning
Alfred.
We have her. We have the other lady, Ruth Ajay. Ruth Ajay also coming, a very seasoned, powerful artist. We have Pastor Kwesi Boate. He's been with us from the beginning till now. Yes, so this year, and we have a lot of other artists. We have Kwekutei. Most of you might have heard, a very serious worshipper also coming on board, and other many artists also coming. There are people who really want to be part of our 10 years. So, you know, everybody wants to join, to make a mark, to help us push the name of God first and the choir to a certain height. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it's going to be exciting, and people watching will definitely be part of it, and make sure they attend. Is there a rate that maybe?
Oh, it's free.
Free.
Oh, it's free.
Absolutely
No token.
free.
No talking.
Bring
Come
as
and
many
enjoy
people as
Great
many,
worship
as
and all
many
that.
as
Okay,
many.
for free.
It's free.
That's great.
It's free.
And it's time for me to wrap up. Viewers are watching. Any words for viewers?
Yeah, so
Why they should be there?
it's a must, right? It's a must. Like I said, it's an avenue for you to join us, worship the name of the Lord, give praise to God, and all that. And so we're looking out for, Ghanaians to show up on Sunday, right? And then come with an expectation. Yes. Nobody goes to the house of the Lord and then returns the same. So as we're worshiping on Sunday, we're believing that God will move on Sunday. But I guess before we move, we want to say a big thank you to Elder Felix Atrim, who is the CEO for FEDEMS Group. In fact, that's the group that is partnering us at large. Everything we're about, they've been so big, so big. And then again, we want to say a big thank you to our pastor and Pastor Kwame Pepem, who is the residential pastor for Doko PRWC. And then we want to thank his presbyters. And again, say a big thank you to our Elder Clifford, wherever he is, and all TNS members, and everybody that has made this year's career a success.
Okay.
These pastors you mentioned, they'll be ministry on the day.
The pastors.
Yes.
Oh, no,
They'll just come and support.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
This is the Church of Pentecost at large.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the
Oh, okay.
big men in Church of Pentecost were expecting them.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We're expecting them. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for coming. And I just know that the fact that you've been on this show means that it's going to be packed. The National Theatre is going to be packed on that day. Thank you very much, Eunice and Esther. And thank you, as a coach. Thank you very, very much.